Yo, welcome to the channel, guys. We finally have it. Biomutants here, dropped today. I'm surprised too because I pre-ordered through GameStop.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
It's gonna be good. Sounds like we got solid narrating here. But yeah, GameStop usually almost never delivers anything on time for me. I should probably just start picking them up in the store or just downloading them through PlayStation. But welcome to Lost Planet Gaming. I pre-ordered Biomutant, technically by accident, November last year. Waited all this time for it to drop. It's finally here. Been super excited. It's crazy because I think I heard from somewhere, it might have been the Rad Bread actually. The team that developed this game actually developed Darksiders, which I was catching up on too, which is really dope. Super small team, like 20 people, and they put this game together. I think it's gonna be super awesome. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Do me a favor, please drop any likes, comments, and go ahead and hit my boy Huey down there in the bottom right if you want to subscribe. We'll continually be improving things as we go. Let's get to it. I think I'm gonna like it'd be sick to hear like I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something like that. Maybe Denzel. Alright, so I guess we just dive right into things here.
Encode your DNA.
Okay, we get to make our own little furry here. This dude reminds me so much of Rocket. That's all I was thinking about when all the trailers and stuff were out. So we get to choose a breed. Definition of an idealized breed. He just... ah, man. He reminds me of something from Sonic that I can't quite think of. This reminds me of like a little pit bull pug or something without all the wrinkles for some reason. Okay, so this is kind of like your balanced character. This is like, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Like your Ravager? It's just an idiot, but just deals ridiculous damage. I think I kind of want to roll with, because I've seen very little because I watch Rad Brad so I know I want to go intellect. I love doing anything magic or skill-wise when it comes to RPG games. He just doesn't have... God, that overbite. I don't know if I can live with that. Alright, I wasn't paying attention too much to the skills on the right, so let's just kind of see what we work with. Yeah, he definitely has a boost in the intellect department. This one's not half bad though. Like, nobody has bottom lips here, except like maybe this guy. Okay, so we're gonna roll with this. Define your character's starting attributes to see more detailed explanations of what effect each attribute has.
Define your genetic structure.
Ah, okay, so Okay, health and energy for the cost of dodging. Oh, energy cost of dodging. Okay. I'm hoping we find some pretty decent. How much key energy you have, how fast your key energy regenerates, as well as the amount of damage you deal with side powers and mutations. Okay. Okay, we got puzzles and stuff that depend on things like these too. So this is like your really classic RPG kind of setup. Okay, most of these I'm gonna be pretty familiar with. So I like how you can see like the genetic code in the bottom left, like scrambling and coming up with whatever. I don't know if that's a code or supposed to be like actual language, but so I know that I kind of want to be able to move pretty well, while also I like this character creation. This is pretty pretty unique in terms of it not being like overly complicated, but you can still kind of get what you're looking for at the same time. Okay, I think this might be a pretty decent balance. Let me see, maybe right about there. Vitality doesn't take too much of a hit. Strength I'm not super worried about. And we have fair agility still. Okay.
Choose a genetic resilience.
So I'm going to go... Personally, I'm pretty resistant to heat, being in Vegas. But I do want him to be pretty balanced in terms of handling biohazard and radioactivity. So do they mention those here? No, so I don't really even know what those specifically are, but let's lean towards biohazard ever so slightly. Let's do 5 and 2.
Choose your first style.
Like antler. Okay. Kind of like the way this looks at the moment, but let's see if anything else catches the eye. Oh, that's pretty dope. We got ourselves like a little raccoon badger kind of setup. Yeah, I think that's the go-to. I like that.
Pick your main color.
All right, main color. So the colors aren't overly okay, you can ratchet up how bright and stuff it's gonna be. Alright, I kinda like this kinda like bluish tinged hue maybe. It doesn't really stand out super okay, so like green stands out quite a bit. Alright, it's pretty much like your primary-ish kind of colors. But I want to go with kind of like this violetish blue kind of color that we're seeing here.
Choose your detail color.
Secondary color. Into like a Joker rocket maybe. Maybe we want to do like a splash of kind of like goldish tinge. So we'll go something like
Pick
that.
a class.
Alright, so Deadeye, tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life. Okay.
Commando.
Oh, I like how the... Okay, so your loadout changes.
Commando. Psi Freak.
Usually outcast.
Saboteur. Sentinel. Psi Freak. Psi Freak
Mostly
chosen.
about our skills.
That'll work.
Got ourselves a little magical Jackie Chan here. Alright, so...
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Okay, so do classic walk-in, some chilling.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I have the higher... choices. If there's a left and a right, I always choose right. Why? Never necessarily figured that piece out. Because I don't necessarily care about the good versus evil battle and like all that stuff necessarily. But we're gonna go with the light blue.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Okay, this is cool. So we'll be inherently good. Obviously, there's probably gonna be some tough choices that come up. Yes, you get it. I'm
Seems
right.
more like you're being light-headed, if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
I wonder what these little things are. I actually am curious about the little cricket robotic thing too.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
For all that talk about light, she's the one that attacks. So does it actually matter if I choose to go down either way?
Right is always right.
Oh, okay. We got a danger sign, and I'm pretty sure I just heard like a tiger or something.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Meat eaters meat. Alright, so...
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Okay. Feather flight. Nice. You gotta love this. Is like Max Payne. Oh, it's like Max Payne in tactics here. Okay. Parry. So is this like a timing thing or yeah.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
So I can tell this story is probably going to be inherently dark. So kind of a, I don't want to say a twisted spin, but it's definitely a dark spin on that atmosphere of the world. Granted, what's taking place for them, it makes a lot of sense. I'll be excited to see how this works out, though. I don't know if we run into him again.
It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay, but it sounds like we should. Are we able to? Okay, so no returning.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. The camera towards an enemy to target them with ranged attacks. Reload your ranged weapon with R1. To use an ability, press the button it's bound to while pressing L2 and holding. To throw a sparkling ball of key energy that damages any enemy it hits, hold the mutation selection and press the bound input. Key energy is used for dodging, using mutations, special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and... Okay, cool. So they didn't actually show us anything about this screen before. The combat is nice.
Make that one dead.
So I like how it definitely represents what you chose. So the character creation definitely isn't a waste just beyond trying to set up your skills and stuff. Okay, and then we have the auto locking feature. So, I'm curious exactly how huge the world's gonna be, because definitely looks pretty big, just from my guess of how things have played out so far. Okay, first chance to loot. Electric module, rarity, okay. Find a weapon special effect add-on, attach it to your ranged weapon and give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Okay. So this could really help us out in certain fights. You know, we're battling something in water, for instance. We have electricity here. Nice. To attach the special effect add-on, select throughout the consumable. Okay. For now, I think we could. Okay, I was gonna say we could probably leave it, but I guess it's an instant add-on. Should we just grab this? You found a medic supply bag. Bags like this contain items that can help you. Okay. Some health regen. Alright, we're not gonna do that because I've seen what it did to me last time. So energy pack smart
Looks valuable.
Yeah, okay. So we're taking things straight out of toilets now. This is the state of the world we're in. You always wonder, especially for like my survivalist enthusiast, I don't think we actually consider as much
The oil sludges everywhere. To
much
most,
thing
it
we
only
should.
means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Alright, so remember to parry enemy attacks. When the enemy attacks and you see lightning bolts flashing above their head, press L1.
Took care of.
Oh my god. You hit me with the young wrestling combo. So one thing about picking this class then that we'll have to be extra cautious about is making sure we master the melee close range combat tactics. Fallen enemies can often be looted for items. Okay. Alright, so more energy. Toffee. Okay, a little health boost there. Clink and a rubby. Okay, so there's gonna be a multi-level currency system, maybe, or maybe they're just different values I can trade in or something like that. Oh my god, did he really just... Okay, that's dope. I'm sold. We got a spirit bomb, yo. Oh, it's like a little yo, what's what's his, oh my god, what's his name? Tai Lung from Kung Fu Panda? Oh jeez, we are getting rocked. Give me your energy. Oh my god, what happened?
You're harmed.
I will say so far, the one thing I don't necessarily care for is that it's kind of hard to figure out where you're necessarily going to be aiming at. Also, I don't think the parrying is, well, we'll see. We'll see. The parrying's been a bit of a struggle to get adjusted to. Okay, so those are health packs. Tai Lung's brutal, man. He is brutal. We'll see. I'm not sure if you're ultimately like stuck with the class for sure. I definitely have a lot of time to get practice and kind of settled in with things too. But we'll switch up things as necessary. But I think we'll be good with this class. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you do damage to the enemy. Okay, works perfect for me. Oh geez, some of these guys are definitely massive. I don't think we can pick these up. I'm not sure what, if we can't just because of our size, or, you know, kind of what's going on with that. First upgrade. Okay, so defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to... Okay, so we'll get the boosting attribute by 10. You also get 1 point that you get to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and perks menu. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. So when you level up, you can increase an attribute by your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase. Okay. Interesting. I know usually in RPGs you get to kind of like, maybe they give you 3 or, you know, whatever the point system is, and you just kind of divvy it up the way you see fit. I think for us, I could tell we're definitely gonna need a lot of help just until things get mastered for sure. You'll earn upgrade points when leveling up. These can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. So there are 2 pillars of Wung Fu, the core martial arts with the weapon mastery techniques that you... Okay. So close combat, ranged combat. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so close combat, of course. You can use any type of melee weapon, but you need to unlock special attack for a weapon type in order to be able to activate the Super Wung Fu state. Yo, if my man does like a form of Super Saiyan, that's it. That's gonna be it. Alright, so when we're unarmed, we already have these. Okay, so really we can... Okay, so Unspeakable Hand. Oh my god, my man just did the Hidden Lotus on him. Finish an unarmed melee chain with a launch and grab and power driver slam. This is a special attack, and an enemy with it will fill up 1 Super Wung Fu icon. You can now perform your special attack when you have the correct weapon type equipped. Once you've unlocked more attacks, you'll be able to combine them to reach the Super Wung Fu state. Okay. That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. And we get to test it out right away, so that's even better. Wung Fu and perks. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks. So, okay, we have our aura. That'll let us know where we're at in the light versus darkness battle. Alright, so this just gives us our overall stats. I can take a look at pretty much all of the move sets and little different things. Oh wow, they didn't even okay. Well, they're giving us the run through. We'll be able to check that out once we get our next upgrade. Okay, I think that's where we came from, potentially. Nope, we came from over there. Alright, so it just wasn't accessible to us.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
It's a pretty smooth walkthrough so far. I don't mind this at all. Oh, so we can sprint. Okay. I was curious. I haven't ran into anything that seems like we can just yet.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Alright, you're on your way to performing a special attack. Possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attack. Okay, we could do that when we run into somebody else.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Rabbit's leap. Okay, so classic double jump. I will say the tutorial itself is a little slow. The walkthrough I don't mind.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Oh, yo, I'm with it. These chain combos are disgusting, yo. I'm definitely getting a pretty good feel for doing the dodging a little bit better too.
Right between the eyes.
Oh my lord, yo. And we're bound to run into some even better ones. Alright, absorb the bio blob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bio blobs, excuse me, by defeating morks and finding containers at various places. Okay. Oh my god, what happened? I think we were still finishing a move. So there's quite a bit that they have going on. Mutations, we got the special powers, our normal skill set stuff that we're working with.
Don't let go.
Ah, okay. Maybe there's maybe we'll be able to come back and we'll probably have something where we can fly, not fly, but maybe hover. Unless, okay, there's a method to the madness. Did my boy just try to wall run? Oh my god, yo, did I? I'm almost positive I latched on to the wall on some Prince of Persia type stuff for a second. I gotta see something. let's go back up here real quick. I gotta test this out and see if I'm tripping or not. Just missed it. Let's give it one more go. I think I seen it on the first one. I just wasn't quite sure. Oh, hold on. Oh, did I just get lucky? Maybe. I think I. Yeah, okay. So I just snagged onto a piece of the wall that I keep feeling like I'm seeing something there. Oh yeah, he's stepping on like one of the bricks on the wall. That's pretty dope. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
There's always an arc of some kind, either one that's going on sea or one that's going through the skies. Let's see what this is. All right, so you found a puzzle. These are scattered through, around the world. Some open new paths, while other features different rewards. Switch the nodes. Okay. To rotate the nodes, we want to press L1 or R1. There's a number of rotations that you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Each node has a certain position. It must be rotated into to complete the puzzle. Run out of moves before that may have consequences. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so we can switch between them here. And then I'm assuming you just want to, yeah, link up the lights. Okay.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So I wonder what happens as a consequence if you don't get those. This one seems pretty simple. Maybe you just miss out on like the lore. But I imagine other ones are probably linked to like, you know, getting through passageways or something like that. Maybe explosives on the other side.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Well, luckily for us, we need to get that way.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay, those are good.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
I like that theirs automatically lets you know that you got it. I hate the games where you gotta hit, you know, X or whatever the situation is to find out if you got it. Alright, perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch in the air by pressing L1. Okay, so that's what we were doing with those bio blobs back there.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Boy. Okay, so it takes a while to reload. Oh my god, that's such a good looking move. The combat that they put together for this is definitely well represented. These are like legitimate attacks that they're running through.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Alright, we got some monies I think to collect.
Well, what do you know?
A new friend and an old friend. Okay. Alright, I think this is about where I've seen most people about get to. I don't know what's beyond this point, so I'll put the cap here. And then we'll launch part 2. So I'll either drop this probably, I'm playing tonight. It's like a little past 9 o'clock. So I either upload in the morning, but I'll probably have multiple parts coming out either per day, or I'll definitely keep them coming on a daily basis. Thank you guys for checking the channel out again. And once again, if you like, hit my boy Huey in the bottom right. We'll keep it real. Thank you guys.